important disclaimer before the video start is that do not copy my IA. Please, please, please don't do that. If not, you will get into plagiarism, and that is not what we want. You will offend the IB if you do that. And then second is always, always listen to your teacher first. If what I say contradict with what they say, listen to them because they know what's up. They know the latest format requirement and I don't, okay? This is just a guide. And third, I'm so sorry, but I won't be giving out my IA because I know teacher don't let us macam take seniors IA home, things like that, because they don't want us to be too restricted and too macam ground to that IA, okay? Please be creative and enjoy the whole process and just do whatever that you like and don't terikut-ikut sangat dengan my IA, okay? This is just a guide and to give you an idea of how I did my IA. Okay, continue with the video. Hi, kings and queens. So today I will be talking about my business management studies, SLIA. So yeah, I took BMS, SL, and this was my IA. My research question is, should Uniqlo continue its strategic alliance with Hana Tajima in producing Muslim garments to improve its market share and profitability? Okay, so how did I found this research question is in my year, masa tu was 2018, macam tu, 2017, 2018. Hana Tajima ni dia ada buat satu collection dengan Uniqlo pasal baju-baju muslimah semualah. So, this is my research question. Adakah Uniqlo patut continue dia punya strategic alliance dengan Hana Tajima ni dalam memproducekan all this Muslim garment? To what? To improve Uniqlo punya market share and profitability. Okay, so actually, this research question ni, I took some time sebenarnya nak keluar dengan this research question sebab I tak tahu nak improve apa. Adakah market share atau liquidity atau sustainability. Banyak benda yang I boleh improve. So at the end of the day, after consulting with my teacher banyak-banyak kali, I come down to this market share and profitability. So samalah dengan you. What you have to do is consult your teacher few times or many times sampai you dapat yang sesuai. Alright, so let's go. First thing ialah introduction. Alright, so in my introduction basically it's just a short overview of what Uniqlo is. So basically Uniqlo ni is a casual wear designer, retailer, and it is owned by Fast Retailing Co. Ltd. So Uniqlo ni ialah anak kepada Fast Retailing ni, bapa dia, okay? And then I talk about the Muslim market, which is, it is a very lucrative market. Lucrative means menghasilkan banyak pendapatan. Maknanya it's very like very good business lah, lucrative market ni. Okay, so I talk about how is it lucrative. It's because Muslim consumers spend $230 billion on clothing and it's projected to grow to this much in 2019. Okay, so you can read yourself. And then I talk about juga who is Hana Tajima. So she is actually producer of Muslim garment. She herself is a designer macam tu lah. Okay, and then now I talk about Uniqlo ni, adakah dia patut continue its alliance with Hana Tajima in the years to come? In the coming years, adakah they should continue? So this is my research question, which is, again, should Uniqlo continue its strategic alliance with Hana Tajima in producing Muslim garments to improve its market share and profitability? Adakah perlu atau tidak? Mari kita buat research. So this is basically what it is. And I know your teacher will tell you yang you kena ada supporting documents. So these are 5 supporting documents that I use, which is financial information ni, which is basically a financial report. So you can find the financial report in Google. It looks like this. You can go to their website which is kan Uniqlo under fast retailing kan. So pergi fast retailing and then cari dia punya annual reports. And then kalau you click on one of these financial highlights or financial information, it will bring you to the, so ni lah dia punya financial summary for that year. Okay, so you baca baca. The whole thing actually, financial report, CEO Insight lah, semua benda lah, the whole year punya report. So that was one of my supporting documents. And then number 2 ni ialah here's why Uniqlo is praised to nail the Muslim fashion market. This is actually a article. And also, if I'm not mistaken, please do check with your teacher again. The date where the supporting document that you use to, date yang dia publish tu kena, if I'm not mistaken, 2 years before your IA is submitted. So for example, my IA was submitted in 2018. So the last source yang I can take is from 2016. Before that, say 2014, 2015, tak boleh sebab 2 years before my IA submitted je I boleh take. Okay, so please again ask your teacher again about all this information. Okay, lepas tu this third one is also a article. This is also an article and this is also a financial report. Alright, so again you kena cite everything yang you use. Okay, so remember tak tadi my research question is, adakah patut Uniqlo terus bekerjasama dengan Hana Tajima untuk make their market share and be more profitable? Adakah perlu? So untuk menjawab soalan ini, kita kena guna 3 tools. I think your teacher also will tell you to do that. Use 3 tools, which is business tools. So you will learn about this eventually. So my first business tool is Boston Consulting Group Analysis, the BCG analysis. So I'm not going to tell you what BCG analysis is, but basically it's analysis of macam dalam company tu, produk-produk apa ialah in what category. So for example, dalam Uniqlo, dia punya UT collection and UJ collection and dia punya jeans collection is in their star, under their star. And then dia punya block fleece collection dengan heat tech fleece collection ni dalam dia punya cash cow. So basically cash cow ni ialah what brings Uniqlo money, cash cow. And then dia punya dog ialah what doesn't bring them money, which is like probably failing and they are gonna take it away from their market. And problem child is something that has low market share but very high market growth. So problem child ni dia ada potential untuk jadi star. Okay? Atau cash cow, macam tu lah. You do more research lah on this thing if you want to know. So I realized that Uniqlo X Hana Tajima collection ni berada di problem child. So how do I know all this information? I did my research, which is from the annual report study. You tak boleh keluar from your brain je macam tu. You kena analyze and then put inside this thing. And then I talk about this figure 1 tadi. So from figure 1, the star, the cash cow, and the dog of Uniqlo is apparent. Okay, the Uniqlo X Hana Tajima collection is in the problem child segment, having high market growth but low market share, since the collection is relatively new. Okay, if you don't know what market growth is and market share is, it's okay. You will eventually learn this, but if you want to know, you can Google it. Okay, and then however, the response to the product was encouraging and attracted a large Muslim audience globally that contributed to a high market growth rate. Okay, so if Uniqlo were to continue the strategic alliance with Hana Tajima, there is a high chance of the collection becoming a star, since the global Muslim market is highly lucrative. Again, lucrative means sangat menguntungkan. So basically, apa yang I dapat from this tool tadi ialah kita dapat lihat bahawa Uniqlo ni berada di problem child and then dia ada potential untuk jadi star from this tool. So you boleh baca sendiri basically I cakap, hence it is highly likely that Hana Tajima X Uniqlo collection will eventually reach the cash cow segment and become a profit generator. So from this tool, kita boleh nampak yang okay, insyaAllah lah, Not insyaAllah, but okay lah, from this thing we can see that boleh ada potential untuk jadi profit generator. Okay, and then let me tell you, yang part-part ni, I also tell kenapa dia ada potential. Sebab, okay, you see, this is because in the long term, the Muslim clothing will become a lifestyle and not just a short period trend. Hence, the demand for modest clothing will increase in the years to come, making the Hana Tajima X Uniqlo collection sustainable and profitable. Maknanya in the long term, this thing can be sustainable. It's not just a trend, tapi it can be a long-term thing yang Uniqlo can profit from. And then, besides, the collection is also affordable since Uniqlo uses the psychological pricing strategy. Okay, this is a business term yang you will eventually learn also. Okay, so it makes customers feel that they are getting good bargains and hence attract repeat purchases. So eventually, again, Uniqlo can really profit. Okay, that is the first tool. Second tool is I used competitor analysis. What does this mean? It means you analyze your competitor, you punya rival. Okay, now the main competitors of Uniqlo in the Muslim fashion arena are Dolce and Gabbana and Hans and Moritz atau H&M, which placed second in making Uniqlo the third most profitable company in the industry. Okay, so this statement ni is not from my brain. It is from a source. That's why I kena cite dia. Okay, that's why ada 15 kecil ni untuk reference dia datang daripada mana. Okay, and then a competitor analysis will measure Uniqlo's performance against these competitors. So kita nak tengok competitor dia ialah Dolce and Gabbana dengan H&M ni kan. So Uniqlo ni how it compares to these two companies, alright? So from the product perspective, Dolce and Gabbana launched a line of abayas and scarves in 2016, okay, which targeted the Muslim market. However, it was not well appreciated. Okay, you see, I cakap, okay, what did they do? Dolce and Gabbana ni, dia keluarkan a line of abaya and also scarf. Scarf ni tudung lah. Okay, yang target Muslim market. Tapi, dia tak diterima dengan baik. Sebab apa? You kena cakap. You kena back up with everything yang you say, you kena back up. Sebab ada seorang Muslim blogger ni, nama dia Dina Turkia, dia cakap, dia underwhelmed lah dengan collection ni. Sebab it only featured traditional abayas embroidered paired with matching scarves, which is too familiar to the Muslim woman. Okay, ni benda yang dia cakap, bukan I cakap, so I kena cite dia. So basically, apa yang Dina Turkia cakap, ialah Dolce & Gabbana memang dia ada target Muslim market and keluarkan like abaya macam jubah. Tapi, abaya jubah tu terlalu macam, so what? All Muslim like girls semua dah pakai benda tu dah. It's too familiar, it's nothing new. Sebab tu dia rasa macam underwhelmed. They actually demand practical life wear. It means they want baju-baju yang you can wear on a daily basis, like a t-shirt or like a trousers macam tu that are both trendy and comfortable, not the old style traditional Muslim garments made fancy. So nampak tak? Memang Dolce & Gabbana ada buat this Muslim line, tapi dia ada flaws dia. So that's why this is what competitor analysis is. You cakap apa flaws you punya competitor against you, or even dia punya advantage against you. That's how you analyze your competitors against your own company. In this case, my own company is Uniqlo lah. Okay, and as for H&M, the company featured the first hijab-wearing model, Mariah Adrisi, in their fashion campaign. Oh, this is fantastic promotional strategy for H&M to target the Muslim market. It shows that H&M is well aware of the Muslim community and their demand for fashion. Maknanya bagus lah H&M ni, dia aware yang Muslim market exists and they want fashionable clothing. Tapi, however, H&M did not actually launch any Muslim or modest clothing, despite being the first retail company to feature a Muslim model, leaving many hopeful customers disappointed. So maknanya, okay, H&M memang dia ada buat macam promo-promo macam Muslim model semua, tapi dia orang tak ada pun sebenarnya keluarkan baju untuk Muslimah. So inilah kelemahan H&M. Now we talk about our company, which is Uniqlo and Hana Tajima collection ni. So nonetheless, the Uniqlo X Hana Tajima collection have well-designed products and well-planned promotion strategies unlike its rivals. Okay, the collection also included clothing catered to the Muslim audience. Sebab Hana Tajima herself is an established Muslim fashion designer. So Hana ni I cakap dia own a online fashion store and she's very experienced in the industry. She knows exactly the demands and preference of Muslim audience. And that won customers over. With this, Muslim consumer are opting for Uniqlo rather than its competitors. So nampak daripada this paragraph ni yang Uniqlo and Hana Tajima punya collection lagi hebat daripada Dolce & Gabbana and also H&M sebab diorang guna Hana Tajima yang memang ada background dalam designing Muslim clothing. So this is the advantage of Uniqlo. So besides the promotion strategy of Uniqlo, which includes above the line promotions, okay, this is another term yang you will eventually learn, and social media marketing, okay, targets the Muslim audience. So I cakap macam mana it's done? It's done through the selection of Muslim models such as Alia, Taha, and Yuna, okay, who are highly influential Muslim celebrities, which drew the Muslim audience attention. So what? So this gives Uniqlo a unique selling point and an added value to differentiate the company from its rival. Besides, they also use social media to promote brand awareness and increase brand recognition. This two term is also something that you will learn also. Okay, so dengan ini, dengan competitor analysis ni, which is against Dolce & Gabbana and also H&M, kita boleh nampak yang Uniqlo ni, wow, sangat shining, sangat terbilang gemilang. Dengan itu, kita boleh predict. With this, it is predicted that the strategic alliance of Uniqlo and Hana Tajima will be even more profitable in the future as Muslim buyers are opting for Uniqlo instead of its competitors. So now, dah ada dua sebab kenapa Uniqlo patut bekerjasama dengan Hana Tajima. And then third ialah my financial analysis. Okay, financial analysis ni, if I'm not mistaken, this is what my teacher said. Memang you kena ada satu business tool. Business tool ialah yang benda-benda yang kita guna tu lah. Macam the first one ialah business tool kita ialah the BCG. This is the first tool, BCG ni. This is our second tool, which is the competitor analysis. And then this is our third tool, financial analysis. My teacher say, one of your tool kena quantitative. Dia kena benda-benda yang ada numbers. So this is my number. This is my tool yang ada number lah, financial analysis. Yang I see number-number berapa juta yen, berapa operating profit, net profit margin, all these thing lah, nombor-nombor. So how did I get all this information? Again, like I said, from this annual report. You can see, you can chart yourself lah. Okay, it's okay. Don't be worried. Macam memang mula-mula nampak macam apa benda tu, like oh my god, so many numbers, so many things yang you tak faham, but it's okay. Eventually, you will get there. Ask your teacher and figure out you can do this, don't worry. Alright, so dengan this financial analysis, I plot a graph so that we can see better. Okay, so this is the revenue, this is the operating profit. So kita boleh nampak yang this is 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. Okay, these are all the years. So from the table and line graph, the revenue of Uniqlo in year 2014 was berapa-berapa, 2015 was berapa-berapa. Like you see everything yang you buat, like all these things, all this graph, all this table you kena explain. Dalam table ni kan, apa sebenarnya dia tunjuk? Dia tunjuk, oh, dalam 2014, revenue dia 413.6 billion of yen. Okay, dia punya revenue ialah 162.4. Okay, so you kena explain this thing. Even if it's brief, you kena explain. You tak boleh just letak, lepas tu expect people to understand. People won't understand. This thing also, apa benda ni? This is a graph showing revenue and then okay, operating profit. Contoh. So this is what I did. This is also what I did. You see in 2014 and 2015, 2016. You can read yourself, yada, in 2017. Okay, so I did say that. Okay, so in 2017, dia punya revenue raised by 8.1% and a massive increase in operating profit by 95.4%. The net profit margin is an impressive 10.32%. This was a huge success for Uniqlo as the collection receives encouraging response from Muslim audience that raised their operating profit tremendously. So maknanya you see everything naik. Maknanya the Muslim collection tu sangat menguntungkan. Hence, from the trend of this analysis, it is safe to say that the Uniqlo X Hana Tajima collection is very profitable and sustainable in the long run. Okay. Sebab you see, what we can say is, like, this is before Hana Tajima. And then sorry, if I'm not mistaken, it was introduced in 2016 kot. The collection, lepas tu dia punya revenue naik. Dia punya everything naik. So maknanya, oh, it's memang profitable lah. Macam tu. So, I also say, in addition, according to a report on the global Islamic economy from Thomson Reuters, Muslims around the world spent 266 billion on clothing and footwear alone in 2013. That figure will surge to 484 billion by 2019 and grow exponentially in the coming years. So this is what this person say. Maknanya Muslim people will buy more Muslim clothing, things like that. So this lagi memprovekan yang Muslim market is extremely lucrative, and once again emphasize that it would be highly profitable to continue the strategic alliance with Hana Tajima. Tada! So macam itulah. So conclusion dia, lepas kita guna 3 tools tadi, kita boleh nampak yang betul, Uniqlo patut continue strategic alliance dengan Hana Tajima sebab memang you akan increase profit and market share. So you can read lah my conclusion. Itu sahaja. Thank you guys.